Roses and Thorns. Y'all excuse me, I messed around and caught my son's cold. He was coughing and sneezing. But let me just meditate just for a second. Connect the source. Whew. Lord, we are living in a perverted nation. And the other day I was looking in my email, and on more than one occasion, this particular channel or show keeps trying to push me. And I say push because they keep, and I block them and they show up again. Something called some P-Valley. I looked at a small trailer or something they had. I could not believe what I was seeing. I cannot allow my mind to be polluted with that kind of trash, and I am calling it trash, and I'm calling it what it is. We are now in a perverted nation, and it's corrupting the minds of our children. It's corrupting the mind of our men, and specifically black men, which is a very sad thing, because on top of everything else that has been suffered and thrown upon us since slavery, now this. They're showing in these role models that I'm now seeing. It's just sad. They have, what's her name? Megan Thee Stallion dancing across the stage half naked. All these singers and entertainers. What has happened to us? What has happened to our morals? What has happened to decency? Where the minds of a nation is being polluted. We're no longer focused on those things that are good. We're no longer focused on those things that will move us ahead and put us on solid foundation. Now these entertainers, they're up there running around naked and everything and getting rich off of perverting your minds. It's a program. It's a program. And it's a whole lot of other people behind that is controlling the airwaves. The reason some of these people seem to be new to me is because I don't watch TV very often. And the crazy thing is, they try to get the people who don't watch TV by sending them emails. I read my email. I look through YouTube. Yes, but it's a sad thing. It's almost like another Sodom and Gomorrah. It's a Sodom and Gomorrah where people thinking that it's all right. It's not all right. It's not morally all right. It is not spiritually all right. When people are having multiple sexual partners and thinking that it's all right, it is not all right, because you're now allowing all these different energies and souls into your body. And you're wondering why people running around acting like they have multiple personalities. Because they have multiple sex partners. If you go have a sex partner, have one sex partner. Not 50, not 15, not 10, not even 2. Yeah, it's a sad, sad situation. And I have the tendency to pull energies, those energies that are around me. I'm an empath. So I pick up on those energies. I can feel the sickness in the energies. And Lord, the things I feel, oh my goodness. It needs, whatever going on out in the world right now, it needs to stop. It needs to curve. Or it's like the whole planet is going to just blow. Spiritual warfare. Dark spirits. Yeah, this is no longer just a physical war. It is a spiritual war. Again, against positive and negative energies. And I see this now more than anything. Right now in this day and in this age. Like I said before, things that were considered to be positive and good are now looked at as being negative and bad. And those things that are negative and bad are now looked at as being positive. And it is corrupting the minds of a nation. And I can only pray and meditate on our future, because the children, that's who I'm worried about. I have grandchildren. Young grandchildren. Thank goodness I know my older son is very protective of what goes into the minds of his children. But there are very young mothers and fathers out here who are out there doing the same thing. And when I tell people, they think it's strange. When I had my first child, I never did party anyway. I never did hang in clubs. The ones I went in, I never went back again. But when you have a child, that's a contract to stop the madness. Stop the hoeing. If you wore skimpy clothes, no clothes before, it has to stop, because now you are to be a role model for those children. And it's sad, it's so very sad that our men are not stepping in and stepping up to partake in the raising of their own children. You'd rather be out there in the streets hoeing and hopping than to be the raising a child that you laid down and helped to make. It's sad, honey. It's very sad. It's destruction of a nation. Destruction of a people. Sometimes I pray, sometimes I just cry. And I don't cry very often, but when I look at the state of the world that it's in right now, I can't help but shed a tear. Where things are being corrupt. Tell me how a person can sit up watching nonsense on TV, corruption with sex and porn and everything else, and then get up on a Sunday morning and go sit in a church. It makes no sense to me. You can't have one foot in the grave and one foot into life. It's sad. It's very, very sad. The corruption and how deep the corruption runs. And then when people stand up and speak for what is right or what is positive and what is good, those who are defending the negative and the evil will come out and come at you. But see, I have no fear factor. My Most High God, My Creator did not create me to fear. And never have I been afraid. And never will I be afraid. You see, I've left my body. I have died before and come back. I have died on an operating table. And when a person has died that way and they were allowed to come back, you fear nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I pray. And last night and night before I meditated on these things. And not only do I pray, I mix meditation with prayer to keep myself balanced, to keep myself from falling into the traps that are here in this nation. And I know negative entities will come at you, and one came at me. I saw it. I allowed it to unravel. I should have stopped it in the bud. But yes, things will be sent your way for lessons to learn or to teach them a lesson. But this nation, this generation, the older folks, the younger folks, the middle folks are all being corrupted. So those few positive spirits that are left in the world, those few positive souls and people that are left in the world, you're going to have a hard time when you're trying to do positive things. You're going to have a hard time. Not one of the 144, not one of the saints, not one of the prophets had it easy. Because whenever you're trying to do something positive, you will have the worst kind of negative coming at you all the time when you're trying to speak up for what the Most High has led you to say. But you must not have fear. You must hold fast and you must be strong. And you don't have to worry about it because you have divine protection. And the Most High and His angels will give you the strength to go on. No matter who talk about you, no matter how many lies are told with a straight face, guess what? The Most High got your back. And the universe has a way of setting things up the way they should be. But this world, in this nation, I continue to pray for. And any positive spirits and positive people out there, hold fast, be strong, hold to truth, see what's real, and see what's trying to destroy us through the airwaves, the radio. Be mindful of what you allow into your mind, because it will surely corrupt and program you to do the negative. Watch your children. Watch what they're watching on TV. If you fall asleep in the back, have them lay down and take a nap with you, because you don't know what children are watching or what they'll do when you're asleep. Kids are smart. They'll flip on that TV and get mesmerized and programmed by the wrong thing. Just be mindful. These times, these are not times to slack, but times to tighten up and protect our little ones for our future. Just be safe. Stay in meditation and prayer. And stay connected to Source, the Most High, at all times. And sometimes turn off that TV. Be mindful of what you put in your mind. Love, Colored Roses and Thorns. Have a good day.